Hey guys, Brian LaRue with the Outdoor Sportsman Group. We're here at the Fly Fishing Show in Denver, Colorado. Sorry for the delay, pretty crazy. Great turnout here. With me is Ben, the president and CEO of the Fly Fishing Show, Landon Mayer and Jason Randall, two of the celebrity fly tires presenters at the shows. Guys, great show, tons of people here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this weekend here. Tell me about the show and what people can find.
Well, you can find about anything that has to do with fly fishing. I mean, there's stuff to buy. We've got seminars to see from all your favorite celebrities, constant demos going on, educational classes, fun entertainment, film festivals. We've got scouting merit badge programs, women's focused showcases, anything that you can want, all the newest product that you can look at and talk to the designers and the manufacturers, as well as purchase from the retailers.
Sweet, such a well-organized event. How did you and your family get started doing the shows?
Well, my dad originally started it 27 years ago with his partner, and they had an idea to create a fly fishing only event, and that was in Somerset, New Jersey. The show's now evolved to 7 nationwide locations, including Denver here, on its 19th year.
So Landon, what are you going to be presenting or showing people how to do?
I'm excited to be here. Yeah, to start off, Happy New Year's, guys. This is incredible to be back at the show. I can't believe it's 2019. So I'm going to be presenting the hunt for giant trout, mastering the short game. I'll be doing some short-range techniques on the casting pond, some tying demos, and just looking forward to meet and greet everybody and give back as much as I can and try to receive, too. I'm going to try to step in a couple talks myself, so it's good to be here.
Jason, what brings you to the show?
Oh boy, there's just a lot of energy here. You can just feel it. The atmosphere is electric. Tons of people, great passion, people that love the sport, love learning. I'm going to be talking about nymph fishing. I've got a seminar this afternoon on reading the water. And again, every time that I get a break, I'm trying to sit in on somebody else's seminars. You just learn so much. I mean, it's incredible.
One question I always like to ask guys that get to fish all over the world and all over the country, wherever, where's your favorite place to fish? Best memory, favorite place to fish?
Well, I'll tell you what, we can always talk smack on each other. But, you know, I love
anywhere where Landon hasn't just fished.
But I love the Old Man River. I love 11 Mile Canyon, which is Landon's backyard. I love the driftless streams in Wisconsin. Going to get a chance to share that with Landon this fall. Just, you know, those are stand out as special places.
Cool. Landon, how about you?
You know, for me, when I'm asked that question, it's the next place I haven't been. That's my most exciting place to venture to, and I'm excited this year to get out with friends like Ben and Jason and get back to water. I love the South Platte. It's my home water. It's the office that I love, and I just enjoy being up there and you know, having the chance to give people the opportunity to learn from it. So I'm just excited. It's a new year. We got some snow. We got some good flows to come, so I hope everybody can come down and enjoy it.
Ben, how about you? I know you fish a lot all over the world.
Yeah, I like to travel and fish for different species. It's one of my favorite things, but honestly, that's an easy question. Next place I get to go. Doesn't matter where it is.
One little known fact about Ben,
just
though,
like to fish.
He handles a drift boat and rows and can navigate streams and rivers just about as better probably than anybody I've seen.
No blindfold, right?
Hard at it.
He's good. He's good.
If you're not sweating, you're not rowing hard enough.
I cut my teeth fishing Yellowstone as a kid, so that brings back a lot of memories. I love fishing Yellowstone. Slough Creek, probably my favorite.
Nice.
Guys, on this live, I just want to remind you, text 31996, text the word FLYSHOW. We're going to give away a pair of Patagonia foot tractor boots. We're actually going to learn about the boot in a second here. These guys are busy. They've got shows to set up, presentations to get to, so I want to thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Appreciate you. Absolutely.
Brian, you'll also be able to see these guys at several of our events. They travel with us on the national circuit, so they'll be...
Let us know what shows you guys are specifically going to be at.
I'm going to be in Atlanta and Edison, New Jersey after this show, and then usually Pleasanton, so those 4 shows are the ones I enjoy doing.
And I'm going to be here, Edison, Marlborough, Atlanta, and Pleasanton.
And please tell me you at least pack your rod and your waders when you go on these road
Every
trips,
chance
right?
we get.
Always got to have it. You never know.
Had to check. Well, all right, let's head over and learn about this boot giveaway. Thank you, guys.
Additional traction to the rubber, you could do that, and I would recommend that over removing the bar and, you know.
Yeah, see, personally, I'm a rubber fan.
Right.
And so, but occasionally, like, you need a little bit more if you're in very slimy rocks.
Yeah.
Tell me about the partnership that helped create this foot track.
Well, I mean, we partnered with Danner and with Vibram for their obvious long-term expertise in boot making and outsole, like in performance outsoles. You know, and this started several years ago, really, when we were trying to, you know, create a really long-lasting wading boot. One of the things, you know, at Patagonia is we're always trying to build durable product, you know, and that durability is a big part of you know, being environmentally friendly when you're making a product. So creating something that you have the ability to resole the boot, all of a sudden you're dealing with a different lifespan. So you know, we you know, people have been wearing Danner hunting boots, Danner service boots. You know, people have been wearing the same Danner boots for 20 plus years because of the ability to resole the boot. And also Danner has the ability to recondition the uppers of the boots and really rebuild the uppers as part of their recrafting program. So those were really strong components, like their obvious, you know, years of quality, and then that ability to resole and recondition the boots. That was a no-brainer for us. So, and that's where, you know, this stitch down construction, that's essentially, you know, the linchpin in the whole deal. That stitch down construction is what allows for that resole to happen and the upper reconditioning. So, you know, and that's a very traditional design, and that's one thing lots of people comment on. They walk in and they're like, oh man, that looks like my hunting boot. That looks like the boot that I had in the Marine Corps. It's that real traditional design. So it's a long-term tested and proven you know, kind of design philosophy, and then, you know, we brought the specific demands of fly fishing to that, and created these boots with them from the ground up.
Sure. Let's remind everybody how they can win a pair of these. Text the number 31996, the word FLYSHOW. It'll have a small little form for you to fill out, your name, email, something like that. Again, 31996, text FLYSHOW, one word, and you'll be entered into a drawing for one of these boots. Anything else you can tell us about these, the new tractor boot? I know you guys have won some awards. I know Fly Fisher Magazine, personally, we recognize the boot as being one of the best new items. Something over here caught my eye, though.
What is that?
That looks like an overall best show award.
That's right.
FTD.
No, we were quite proud to pick that up. I mean, and I do feel like that is definitely a shared honor with Danner and with Vibram, because they're such critical partners in the build of this boot. But that's the first time that I'm aware of that the wading boot has won an overall Best of Show award at IFTD. That's the first time that Patagonia has taken home the overall Best of Show award. You know, we've won awards in the past for our outerwear and pieces like that, and so we were super excited to take that home. And we feel like, you know, those are our industry peers saying, man, this is something that's game changing. And you know, we think that is the philosophy of not creating things that become obsolete after you know, seasons of use. That's what we're about. Something that's repairable, durable. Yeah. So that's been a great piece of the puzzle.
I've been on a handful of super slippery streams. One that comes to mind off the top of my head is the Truckee River.
Yep.
Slipped a few times there. Definitely, I love the tracking on this.
Yeah. The aluminum bar traction is definitely that is the go-to for the snot-covered cobble and the slick stuff. It's definitely the go-to.
Coming handy this time of year too, just getting to the bank.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, and the compound, the particular compound that's used on the foot tractor is their Hydro-Grip, which is really that. It's their softer and really sticky in-water compound. We also, as part of this boot program, we also have the River Salt, which is more of it's really more of a hiking boot kind of platform, and it's for in and out. So you can be using this thing on the approach, using it. It's a wet wade boot. I mean, we designed this specifically around our packable wader, so that real minimalist booty that we have in the packable wader pairs with this boot really beautifully. And then obviously it's a really heavy-duty flats boot for wading on gnarly coral flats and things like that, not on them but around them.
So is the sizing slightly different if that's designed around the minimalist wader?
Sizing is slightly different. There's definitely a little bit more volume in the foot tractor. I mean, the foot tractor is really the boot that we designed to be used with a traditional, neoprene booty, a heavier, like 4mm booty. This one fits much more like a hiking boot for wet wading, so you can use this with your neoprene, but you definitely want to try it on with whatever it is, whatever the thickest thing you think you're going to wear with it is. Try it on with that and then adjust from there. Otherwise, I find this fits much more like a hiking boot. Like I wear a size 10 hiking boot, I wear a size 10 in the river salt, and in the foot tractor, depending on how much, if I'm putting on a really heavy sock, I might wear an 11. I fish out in the west mostly, and it's not always freezing, so especially these days, unfortunately, it's been a lot warmer than it should be. Yeah. So the best thing is to try it on.
All right. Well, Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks for the education there.
Yeah.
And Ben,
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ben. If you could remind everybody the upcoming dates and all the upcoming shows for the Fly Fishing Show, where if they're not in Denver, where they can attend.
Sure. Well, we obviously continue here the next 2 days here in Denver, and then we go to Marlborough, Massachusetts on the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Okay. That's the Boston area. From there, we go to Edison, New Jersey, which is the largest of our shows, largest fly fishing consumer event in the world. And that's the 25th, 26th, and 27th of January.
All right.
Then we continue down the eastern seaboard to Atlanta, February 1st and 2nd. And then I believe we have a week off, and then we head to Lynnwood, Washington, which is the Seattle area. The dates on that are the 16th and 17th of February. And then we go down to Pleasanton, California in the San Francisco Bay Area on February 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And we wrap up our show in our home office state of Pennsylvania in Lancaster, Pennsylvania on March 9th and 10th.
All right. Definitely gets around the country, southeast, west, New England area. Mm-hmm. So there's something for everybody. Check those dates. We have them on our video post from yesterday, as well as if you want a chance to win one of these great Patagonia boots, remember, text 31996, the word FLYSHOW. Anything else you can add today, Ben?
Well, you mentioned the locations. I'd also like to say that you see a lot of national or international companies like Patagonia at all of our shows. But we also have a ton of different regional and local companies at each and every show, as well as in all the presentations. So every show varies. We have a number of guests that will attend multiple shows to see different things, or different experts like Landon and Jason that, as they said, they're going to 3 or 4 shows each.
Sure. And
we have different experts that rotate around through. So you may want to see someone do a certain presentation that's only at 1 or 2 shows, or you might go see someone that's at all the shows and catch some of the local guys as well for the hot topics on, like, say, the Arkansas River here in Denver.
Cool.
Where you might go to Marlborough, Massachusetts, and learn about fishing the stripers in the Boston Harbor,
or Georgia, and you get some Florida salt,
Chattahoochee, or you get the local stuff as well as all the national stuff. So each show is unique to itself, but also encompassing some of the same general national information that we may have.
Well, fantastic. Well, there you have it. Again, don't forget, get your name in the hat for a boot. New pair of wading boots from Patagonia. 31996, text the word FLYSHOW. It's easy as that. Ben, I want to thank you for your time.
Great to have you, Brian.
Great show. Keep up the great work.
Enjoy the show.
All right. There you have it, folks. Thanks for tuning in.